What's up, guys? It's Just Shake Reviews, and behind me is a beautiful red 2016 Mazda 3. Now, there is a lot, and I mean a lot of history when it comes to the Mazda 3. I could go 30 minutes talking about every single Mazda 3 generation, but we don't really have that much time. I know you guys probably don't want to sit through a 40-minute video of me just talking about the history. So what I'm going to do is just talk about this car's history, and then we'll go over the other gens when I do that gen, because they deserve it. Now, this specific generation was built from all the way back from 2012, those good old days, to just last year. Mainly because there's no one out. This was the third model from Mazda's new design line called Kodo. What does it stand for? I have no idea. Don't ask me. Ask Mazda. Maybe they know. Yeah, but mainly what it is, it's about the driving motion design language, which you can probably tell it's very aggressive looking. Now, this is the touring version, which gets you the 2.0 liter 4-cylinder, no turbo, no nothing, but it's the Sky Active. What does that mean? Well, it's kind of like a VTEC. Correction, it is not like a VTEC. I thought Sky Active was their VVTi stuff like that. I thought that's what they called it. It is not what it is. What it is, it's the transmission. What it is, it's a CVT mixed with a regular transmission. What it does is it allows higher revs and better gas mileage while still feeling like a regular transmission. It's that's the main reason why I do that. They didn't want to go with a full CVT because that's not really driver oriented, and they didn't want to go to just regular transmission because that wouldn't be really good for gas mileage. So this is the first Mazda 3 to have that Sky Active technology. Alright, now back to the review. They did a lot of stuff to this. You can also get a 2.5 liter, which has 185 horsepower, and but that's it. There's a bunch of other race car versions, a bunch of other we'll talk about later. But for now, let's take a walk around the thing. Take a look at this beautiful front end. I absolutely love this color. I believe it's called Cherry Apple. Something, I forget what it's called. It's beautiful though. Color? Yeah. Soul red. Soul red. That is probably one of the prettiest colors I've ever seen on a car. And that's saying a lot. I mean, just look at the color and the silver. Absolutely beautiful. Love how the vent. Now, if you get a newer one, this is replaced with a little sensor which does a bunch of driving stuff. This doesn't have it, so you actually get a badge. Love the headlights. Not as aggressive as the new one, but hey, it's not bad. Love the LED, the fog lights. Love how they put the turn signals like that. Really nice. And not the greatest looking wheels. I prefer black with this kind of color, but it's not worse. It could be worse. Look at that silver trim. Absolutely beautiful. That chrome. Look at that. That is beautiful. Love the rear end. Beautiful front end. Now to pop the hood, the trunk, you press. That's nice. Let's see. Not bad. That's a good amount of space. I believe that's about the same size as my car, which is this is literally the competitor for it, so I expect it to be about the same. Real nice space. I'm sure you have no problem getting around with it.
Oh, it's nice. It fits everything back there.
Oh yeah. You won't believe some of the cars I drive, they have very little space. But most of them are high performance sport cars, so it's kind of figured why. Nice. Alright guys, time to show you the beautiful engine. Now to pop the hood, let's see, this is a Mazda, so it shouldn't be too hard. Say hi to you. I can get it. I think I found it. There we go. Oh, look at that. This is, again, a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder making 155 horsepower. Now, I don't know much about Skyactiv. How does it work?
So the Skyactiv is actually the transmission in it.
Oh, okay.
It combines a CVT with a traditional automatic transmission.
Okay.
So you get the fuel economy of the CVT, but you get the reliability of the traditional automatic transmission.
Okay. And it actually has a soul. Essentially. Because I've driven some CVTs, they're boring.
Now this one actually gets up a little bit for what it's got.
Oh, wow. So the 2.5, that's no turbo as well, correct?
Correct.
So nice.
They stopped the turbo in, I think, 14.
Yeah. Why? Just expensive, or?
They weren't selling enough of them.
Was it more power, or they just tuned the engine to make a little bit more power than the turbo, or?
The one with the turbo actually put out 265 horsepower.
Jesus. Oh, now, technically, if you wanted to, could you slap a turbo on this? Is it made for that?
Yes, you could put a turbo on it and run between 10 and 12 PSI safely.
Jesus, that's nice. I love the look of the way they did it. It's not too cluttered. Whereas some cars I look at, it literally, everything looks like they put everything everywhere and it's just everywhere. This is actually nicely put. Actually, like, you can easily find everything. Where's the battery? There. Where's the connector? Where's the intake? There. Firewall, back there. It's easy to find everything. Whereas some brands, I'm not going to mention who, they like to put the battery in the wheel. I'm not kidding. They like to put the battery in the wheel. I'm like, why would you do that? What are you trying to do? Prevent people from changing it? No. I'm sure you guys know exactly which car I'm talking about. I believe it's open. Ooh, nice. Ooh, oh, nice. Let's back this thing up. There we go. Push button is there.
Key has to be in there.
Oh. Nice. Thank you. Nice. There we go. Oh, nice. Compared to the 2019 one I drove, this looks very similar, actually. Not much. They didn't change much. Obviously, it's a different wheel design. Okay, Mazda, what the hell? Fake carbon fiber? Seriously? I told you no to this. And what'd you do? You did it anyway. Oh my god. Oh, please don't. You didn't put this on there.
No.
Okay, good. Why would you do that?
On the door.
Why? This ain't no. This ain't no Speed. This ain't no This ain't no hot hatch. This is a stinking sedan. This ain't no. It's not. Why? Are you trying to look cheap? What's wrong about it? These gauges are actually pretty nice. Obviously, the new one is a much newer look, but I like these two side things right there. That is cool. Is that, I believe, your tachometer and your tachometer. You got your range, info, different stuff. I like having a button for this. My car only has a button for the radio. It's annoying. Trust me, when I'm driving on the road and trying to look at my gas mileage, I have to push this little button right here. I'm like, no, my Toyota. Do you realize how dangerous this is? And I love this right here, this piano black. Obviously, a little dirty, but this piano black trim, absolutely beautiful. It's everywhere. This is pretty. To me, once they did that, they put that there, that looked much better. But you know, that's just me. That's just me. The air conditioning controls are a little dated, but this is a 2016, and back then we were still using this kind of stuff, so I expect them to do that. Then you got this nice gear shift, which is not bad. That's actually a pretty good looking gear shift. You got yourself here, which you can control this with this, I believe, or the touchscreen.
Both.
Oh, that's cool. You got your communication, map, navigation. Let's see.
Don't have the chip installed.
Don't got the chip in, so it's okay. You can just buy it online. It's all cheap. Entertainment, applications. This isn't hard. This is not hard to fiddle with. Got your settings. I like this. I like this infotainment. I like that little thing. That's easy to use. Some of the infotainment I use, it's so annoying. The touchpad is either too sensitive or it's too much. It's just really hard. That ain't bad. That's pretty easy. I love the chrome. I love that chrome. Is that plastic or is that aluminum?
That's plastic.
It looks good though. This was I think you probably bought this, let's say 23.
No, I paid 13 for it.
Jesus.
I bought it used.
Oh yeah. How long have you had it?
6 months.
Oh wow. This is a nice interior. Let's see. Does that change, or is that always just stay the tachometer?
The tachometer just stays there.
All right. Let's see. Anything else we need to know about the cool car?
You have a backup camera and you have rain sensing wipers.
Do they work?
Yes.
Do you trust them?
Yes. The rain sensing wipers never fail. I mean, you get water on that windshield, the wipers come on.
Ford, are you listening? Ford, are you listening? Are you listening? Ford, hello. Do you even have a brain? Hello. You listening? This is how you do wipers. When you kicked Mazda, Mazda actually got their stuff on and actually made some good technology. What did you do? Put something that broke. My dad has a 20 F-150, and you know what he does with his rain wipers? He turns them off. You know why? Because the thing is too sensitive. I'm like, Ford, if you're going to copy anyone, just copy Mazda. You're taking Mazda stuff and shoving it in all your other cars anyway, so might as well just go ahead and do it now. I mean, what's stopping you? You know what I mean? Love this little trim. Very nice. It is plastic, but you know, you get what you pay for. This is nice. I believe this is not leather wrapped, but made to look leather wrapped. But it's actually not bad. Trust me, is this leather? Do you know?
No, it's not.
Trust me. When you're in a hot car and it's hot sun, my car is leather. You have no idea. It's like a burning stove. This is not leather. It looks like leather, but it's not leather. It won't burn your hands 99% of the time. It's annoying. Okay. Alright guys, let's put the GoPro on and drive this baby. Alright guys, here's that backup camera. This is a 2016 model, and I believe that is the year that they mandated that. I believe so. So, I'm unfortunately don't get that. Let's see. Ooh, not bad. There's a manual on this thing. You got paddle shifters? No. Let's see. Might be better to go that one. Ooh, guys, very nice. Very quiet car. Good. Ooh, nice noise. That's got some noise to it. It's not you barely went anywhere, but it's got some noise to it. You know what I mean? That's some good pep, man. This thing is fun, man. I see why people do so many mods to this thing. Man, it's nice, man. But when you're not driving crazy, it's very quiet car. Very smooth, not too engaging. This thing have a sport mode?
No, it just has the manual mode.
That's addicting. That's addicting. Man, that is really nice. See a good turning. Not bad. It is front-wheel drive, so I expect it to be like that, but still, I can't get over how good looking this wheel is. This is very sporty looking. Whereas my wheel it looks like a vagina. I'm not kidding, it looks like a vagina. A fat vagina. This looks nice and pretty. Obviously, I like the newer one better, but this ain't bad for 2016. This is actually much better than a lot of 2016 competitors. I don't know if I would want this more than a Civic, mainly because Civics are a little bit more reliable because it's a Honda, but if you can't afford a Civic, get this. And I love the styling of this thing. It's so pretty. And it's so fun engaging without being, you know, in your face all the time. I drive some cars to where literally they're just like, okay, I can't drive this every day because either too harsh or people will look at me too much. Just the way they look. This is, nobody will look at you. You can go 50, 60 miles an hour and nobody will give a dang. I'm sure you do that all the time, and no, if you pass by a cop in this car, nobody will care about you. But if you go in his, I believe you have an Eclipse. If you go in that, you probably have 2 seconds before wee woo wee woo. It's just that kind of a car. This car, you can have your fun without, you know, having to worry about that. Now, I do prefer an actual gauge when I'm looking at my tachometer, but I see what they were doing with this. I talked to Mazda when I was, I believe, Fatila Mazda last year, and they told me the reason why they do that because they want everything that they want you to be focused in the middle. Everything else is to the side. Unless this car's a manual, you don't really need to know your revs, but you need to know your speed, and that's about it. And they have other stuff. The new ones, they put a little gauge in the middle, and you can change through it and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool. Mazda have done a fantastic job. And these seats are extremely comfortable. Not as comfortable as the new ones. The new ones, they like to move with you. I know, but this ain't bad. So, how long have you owned it?
6 months.
That's nice. Any problems with it so far?
I haven't had any issues.
It's a pretty car. It's nice. So, why, above all else, why did you choose the Mazda 3? When you could have a Toyota, like I said, all the other brands, why Mazda? Just why not?
I'm a Mazda tech.
No, let's go.
Before we got this, we had a Lancer. It was really nice.
Oh yes, they are.
Oh yeah.
Was it an Evo or was it a normal Evo?
It was the 2009, so it had the Evo body.
But not.
And we were working on upgrading it and trying to do the turbo on it.
Yeah.
But it was stolen and wrecked. So right now we're trying to rebuild it.
Oh, that's nice. So yes, you need a car right away. So why not? This is a good option.
Yes, it was a great option. The kids like it a lot more.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like this car. Especially the red coloring. It's so pretty. And you can have your fun in it without having any problems. Such a pretty car. Love all the styling. Very driver focused. But I also specifically wanted this car specifically to be driver oriented. It wanted to be very fun and engaging. Unlike other brands where they're all about making it the most reliability as possible and saving that gas mileage. This car isn't like that. It is reliable, but it isn't trying to save gas mileage 99% of the time. That's not what the whole interior was. They want to be very driver oriented no matter what you're doing with it. That's what I like about it. Whereas some cars I drive, it's like it's too much of a mixture. It's not a good, it's either too sporty or too economy. My Corolla, for instance, Toyota did a good job making it sporty, but it's too much of a Corolla. It's a Corolla. What they did was it was just a tiny bit sportier and just 99% of the time it's just a regular car. Whereas this, it's a good mixture of both. That's what I like about this car. It's a good mixture. Now, do I like it more than the other cars I've driven like this? I like this a bit more than my car a little bit, just because I like the noise it makes and I love the interior. But compared to the Civic I've driven, which it was a Type R, but still, it was still a Civic. I do like that the interior maybe about the same. Maybe a tiny bit better. It's hard to tell because that was the Type R, and the Type R is very, very, very different from a regular Civic. But still, I love the interior of this thing. It's absolutely beautiful. Listens to you. Well, yeah, this is a good car. This ain't your typical It's a race car, but I love the look of it. Mazda didn't really need to make this crazy looking or make it even sporty, because this ain't a sporty car. It's a sedan that most people buy this, or buying it for their kids, or they're buying it for the grandma, or buy it for someone who lives in the city, doesn't really care about cars, just got it because it's a car. You know what I mean? But what I liked about it is they took the idea and made it good looking. They really didn't have to make it good looking, but they did, and I'm proud of them. I've always loved Mazda ever since I drove some of their new cars, but I love how their design language is in this car as well as the new ones. I mean, that's what I just love about Mazda. The Miata is one of the greatest driver cars you can drive. And it's because it's the way Mazda puts into it. I love how they took that concept and they put it in everything they do. And I love that idea, don't you?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Now, do you know what the Kodo stands for? Do they teach you that?
Kind of a little bit. So what it would be for this is how everything looks kind of simple, but it still has that sleek look.
Yeah, that's what I love about it. Would I choose this over, let's see, there's a lot of cars I would choose this over because it's such a good looking car. And it's good, and it's cheap. You said 13 grand? That's cheap. That's cheap for a car this good looking, and it's red. What more would you want? You're saying, I'd rather have a Toyota. Okay, scapegoat. That's pretty much you are as a goat. You're just a sheep to the brand. But to me, I would probably buy this over my car, even though it's a little less reliable. I like it a little bit. I like it much better. Not just the color, just the way they designed this. It's just much more engaging and more fun to drive than my Corolla. This is such an amazing car. Anything you want to say? This has been an amazing car. I know it's not supposed to be an amazing car, but it is, and that's what I love about it. It's not famous for being super popular or super fast. It's just, it's an amazing car that only if you own the car or drive it, you know it's amazing. That's what I like about it. That's probably what makes this car so special. It's nobody's gonna care about you, or nobody's gonna go up to your car and be like, nice 3, bro. You got the 6.0 turbo, yeah. Did you turbo it? Did you wide body it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nobody's gonna do that. Why? Because it's a Mazda. It's a 3. People buy this car, go to Applebee's in this thing. So yeah, it's a gorgeous car. It's a fun car to drive around, and I absolutely love it. We're gonna give it a little bit of gas. Oh, beautiful sound, beautiful sound, beautiful sound. Thank you so much to the owner. If you didn't know him, check out his engine scan, which I'll link in the description below. Thank you so much to the owner for letting me drive it, and thanks so much to his, I believe, wife. So thank you so much, man. Alright guys, we're going to honest review, and now. Alright guys, I was pretty impressed with this car. This is a very, very, very fun car to drive, and it's just a sedan. That's what I love about Mazda. They are all about making cars driver-oriented, and no matter what it is, to make it very driver-focused. And that's what I like about them. It is a little bit more on the just a regular kind of get your everyday car, more than driver focus. But I did like how this car is what started the driver focus for all the for the new one, which I really like. It's fun. It's got some gas speeds, and you got a lot of good infotainment, and it's a good, gorgeous looking car. I would highly recommend getting that red color, the Soul Red. And no matter what you're buying, if you're getting a 6.3 Miata, no matter what you're getting, get that Soul Red. It is so beautiful. Or the I think it's called a Steel Gray. I don't know. You can get that as well. That one's pretty nice as well. Man, it's an amazing car. It's good gas mileage, obviously. That Sky Active is amazing. I love the Sky Active. It is really, really made their cars amazing to drive. Love the interior, love the styling. Such a pretty car. I do have some gripes about it, but no, there aren't many for this car. I don't like the wheel too much. I like the most of it. I like the chrome. I like the how it's not a 100% not true leather, just a nice, good, sturdy feel. But I don't like the middle. To me, it's too fat. I like the new one where it's nice and sleek looking. To me, it's just way too fat. I like the ink. I like the design, just a little too big. But I still love the car. It's an amazing car. The infotainment is surprisingly very, very easy to use. The only thing hard to find was the music. There wasn't a button that says music. You just had to know where it was. But that's about that. I do wish you could have the speedometer in the middle of the gauge. I think the new one does that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's about it. I quite enjoy this car. It is probably one of the most fun sedans you can buy for right now. And for 13 grand, it's a great deal. It's not the most reliable car in the world, but it's more reliable than the Ford, that's for sure. And it's a great car. Do I want it more than the new one? No, I still want the new one. But if you can't afford the new one, definitely get this car and definitely get the red color. Trust me, you'll thank me. But that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I do these about twice a week. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.